What's good, Flex Nation? It's your boy Curtis, aka Flex. Now, today is Wednesday, March the 4th, and I just got some news and I just found out that the Arnold Classic, or the Arnold, is canceled for 2020, which is big news. It's a little saddening that that's happening, but I'm sure you guys can understand because of all the viruses and all the stuff that is happening around the world. That is unfortunately what's going on. So, again, if you guys don't know, that is what's up right now. As of Wednesday, like I said, March the 4th, the Arnold Classic is canceled. What does that mean? That means that everybody that has planned to go to the Arnold, etc., is just it's not looking good. It's just something that was announced not too long ago. I don't know all the details, but I'm pretty sure that I could put it two and two together and figure that it's probably this the coronavirus or the COVID-19 the virus that's going around right now. Make sure you wash your hands if you're on your phone right now or whatever the case might be. But again, just to say what's up, that is really what's up right now. I'm leaving the floor open for whoever wants to talk about, the Arnold or even the coronavirus. I hope that nobody that I know, even if it's people I don't know, has got this virus or just try to stray away from it. I'm sure everybody is pretty scared on what exactly is going on with this whole thing. It is really something that is really bad for the younger and the older population, but it's something that is not good in anybody. I'll just say quite honestly. They say it's quite like the flu. Some people say it's like the cold. And it also the news is that you don't see any real symptoms of it for like 2 weeks, basically 14 days. So you won't even know if you have it until it's like basically too late, and you basically are sharing it with everybody anyways. Even here in Toronto, we just recently, not too far away from where I work, somebody actually was a security person for a condominium and actually basically gave, oh, I shouldn't say gave, but basically they worked at the condominium as a security officer, and basically they shut down the whole building because, again, as a security officer, you're basically seeing pretty much every single person that walks into that building, unless you're coming from the garage or etc., etc. You're basically seeing every single person like all throughout the day. So unfortunately, they had to shut down that whole building and put it on quarantine. But again, this is recently what I know of, what I see is that's happening around is that this virus is really playing a factor. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. Again, welcome to What's Up Wednesday. Basically, What's Up Wednesday, if you haven't been here before, is where we sit down and try to talk about, what's going on with the world, what's going on personally. The floor is open. Hopefully, you guys will take advantage of that, and hopefully, we can have, spark some kind of conversation. I will keep this live stream open until 8 o'clock. Right now, it's 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll keep it open until 8 unless things get real hot and we get into some real good conversation. Again, we'll go on a little longer, but I'll keep it on till 8 o'clock, half an hour. I'd love to know how you guys are feeling, how you guys are doing, what's going on with you. And hopefully, even if you are catching this afterwards, make sure you write in the comment section your feelings on the Arnold being canceled and your feelings on the whole Corona COVID-19 situation that the world is going through. I've just recently heard that China is not even the hot zone of the virus right now anymore. It's Italy and Iran, and so it's really getting around, and people are really getting sick because of everything that's going on. So, like I said, the live chat is open. Make sure you write your feelings and your thoughts toward everything. I will also write it in there myself, just for whoever wants to write their feelings or thoughts. Again, the floor is open. Hopefully, we can have a nice conversation about it tonight. So basically saying tonight's topic is Arnold's Classic being canceled. And basically, like I said, just this whole COVID-19 outbreak and whatever, and what, etc., etc. So, panel's open. Like I said, I'll be here for as long as I can. Make sure you write your thoughts and feelings in the chat section where I am writing this, and hopefully, like I said, we can have a good conversation. I can guarantee whoever does jump in will have their own thoughts and feelings towards it. So, like I said, I hope that any and everybody will take advantage of somewhere we could actually have a nice conversation about everything. So hopefully we get this started. Anybody out there? I see one viewer. I'm not too sure if that's an actual viewer or if it's just the system telling me that there's somebody potentially on. But either way, I'd love to know how you're doing today, this beautiful, depending on where you are, Wednesday right now here in Toronto, Canada. It is like 4 or 5 degrees Celsius. So you do the math on where, depending on where you guys would do it in Celsius or Fahrenheit. It is really cold for me here. So depending on where you are, hopefully you are doing well. And like I said, I hope that we could have a nice conversation going tonight. For just a little update on everything that has to do with my hernia. I actually went and got my blood test done and sent it off to the hospital. So hopefully soon I could get an idea on when exactly the surgery will take place, and hopefully have a better idea of what I need to direct my diet and my exercise for the actual test. Because as you guys know, I gotta lose 20 pounds to make it for what they request to be the 20 pounds weight restrictions or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, so yeah, that's already done. I did that around Monday, Tuesday, and hopefully, like I said, I could get that done very soon, because again, summertime is coming. Not only do you want to look a little good for the summertime, but you actually, for myself, I want to really get started on trying to get this physique good for, trying to do a competition at some point. So that being said, that's what's going on with that. Again, I'd love to know what is going on with you guys. Again, let me know in the chat section there on the far right side. I believe that is for everybody that is even watching. I am shooting it still from my laptop. I am still trying to get as many subscribers and viewers, period, as I possibly can, because again, it just gives me the ability better to do all of the same streaming things on an easier pace with my iPad or my cell phone, instead of doing it from my laptop, which gets a little harder, especially when it comes to live streaming and space and just the internet connection. So anyways, like I said, the Arnold is canceled. For something as big as that, it is kind of sad that it's happening, but again, you kind of understand because of the viruses going on. Even the NBA, they're telling people not, telling the players not to sign autographs and not to shake hands, kiss babies, but just give fist bumps and try to be as polite as possible, but stay away from making contact. And that's pretty much going on around the world. Also, I believe the Olympics is they were considering canceling, but they said, hell no, we're going to keep this going. And if you don't remember, the Olympics is not until around July, so we're crossing fingers and we're hoping that everything gets cleared off by then. Even a lot of concerts, and I believe the new 007 movie, the new James Bond movie, is getting pushed back to November, because again, they really don't want the fear of getting the virus hitting the theaters and them losing money. So money over everything. They're gonna wait until November to push out that movie. But I've been a big fan of the James Bond brand, so I have no problem waiting for that to come out anyways. As I said, I will be here for another, say, 20 minutes. I will, right now it's not that, that hot of a live stream, but again, I have no problem, if you want to call it babbling, rambling, whatever, for another 20 minutes. But hopefully, somebody jumps on, says hi. I normally try to, on social media, make people aware that I'm going to be doing it, you know, tonight or at least ahead of time, but just real busy at work and unfortunately didn't get the time to really make a post. But I do try to tell people, if you're watching right now, or try to tell people every time, every Wednesday, even today, I was really not really feeling it, but I said, you know what, let me try to do it anyways and see what happens. But again, hopefully adding topics on to every single live stream, we could even make it a little bit more interesting. No matter the topic, like I'll leave the floor open for whatever topic is actually brought up at that time. But I'll try to introduce a topic on every on every live stream, just so there's something that we can talk about strictly and not have to trail off onto something else. But I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying this live stream so far. Like I said, I've been having some problems with my mic. I've been making sure I do some speed tests and everything before even coming on, just to make sure that the sound, because I believe that the speed and everything that live streams are on is very important, because it just makes the experience a lot better. I've heard some bad things with my audio before. I've had some shaking, jittery visuals, and my computer seems to be the only thing that's running on my computer right now is is YouTube and my live stream. So hopefully, crossing fingers, you let me know in the comment section or in the live chat if you guys could see everything is showing and hearing proper. So I really hope that we could pick things up a bit. Again, we are about 15 minutes in. I see currently one person. I appreciate you for taking the time out to actually watch the live stream. We are going to try to do this as much as possible. Like I said, the stream strength is as good as can be. It's saying that it's excellent right now. Hopefully it stays that way. And like I said, hopefully we can have a good conversation. Like I said, COVID virus, that seems to be, not fun for nobody. And unfortunately, the only people that are experiencing anything bad from it, or experiencing anything from it, is us. And hopefully we could make sure that everybody's fine and good and dandy by just simply washing your hands. Everybody's running out to, your local drugstore or whatever, Walmart, Target, yada, 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 and buying a whole bunch of rubbing alcohol, and maybe not rubbing alcohol, but, trying to get the stuff to clean your hands off. And basically the only thing that is really proven to actually really work is just simple soap. Washing your hands, get your hands washed, and that is your cure-all for the COVID virus. It's not gonna it's not gonna cure it. Let me correct myself by saying it, but at least it's the highest preventative measure you could take to actually not get hit by this crap. Right now, as you can see, I could use a shave, but I've been recently trying to get better at shaving myself. Try to stay away from barbershops and the virus. Call it, trying to be economically smart. Whatever you want to call it. I have tried to get better at shaving myself. So, you can see kind of, the work I put into it. I try to keep it nice and fresh, but, sometimes, life plays a factor, and unfortunately I haven't gotten the chance to do it before this live stream. But again, hopefully you guys get it. Like I said, let me know in the chat section and in the comment section, what do you guys do for, especially the guys, for personal grooming. Do you go to a barbershop? Do you cut yourself? Do you, whatever the case might be. Even for the ladies, do you guys, try to keep, trim yourself? You guys go to a hair salon? Whatever the case might be. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what is up with you on this as I said, beautiful slash cold slash whatever Wednesday. Uh, this is what I got left of my Monster. Like I said, I had to get myself really into trying to do this live stream tonight. No, there's no alcohol. This is just straight, what do they call that? Ice Monster, the white one, the white Monster. That is what I'm currently drinking. I have tried that green one. If you haven't tried it, I suggest taking a try at that because it is really good. Sorry for the slurping sound. But yeah, that is basically where I am at right now. I'd love to hear, like I said, anything from you guys. It doesn't matter what the topic is. You could, like I said, you could chime in on the same Arnold Classic being canceled, or you could say what you feel about just the reason why it was canceled, which is most likely, they haven't said officially, but most likely is because of the coronavirus or the COVID-19 virus. So again, let me know what you feel, how you feel, what your thoughts are, or whatever the case might be. Also, I have a question. If you think that it would be a good idea to try to do an Instagram live stream as well. Not exact, obviously it's not going to be the exact same Wednesday, but maybe like a Thursday live stream, a Thursday show. I haven't thought of no name, but like I said, I'm trying to run it by you guys what you think. I'll probably ask again in another video just to make sure in case nobody does come and check out this live stream. Like, what do you think? Do you think it would be a good idea to do some more live streams on other platforms, social media platforms? Stick with YouTube. You guys, I would love to get your guys' opinion. Right now as well, obviously I'm talking for myself. I'm still taking the schooling. I'm still got my website going, trying to, do the personal training thing, try to help as many people as possible. Hopefully I can get into doing some more food things as well. Slash nutrition, and help you guys on a nutritional level as well as the fitness level. But again, these things do go hand in hand. You guys do really need to work on the nutrition. Nutrition, I would say, is 70 to 80% of just you getting lean or in shape. It is a huge factor. Yes, it's good to have a good workout plan as well, but honestly and truly, your diet is huge when it comes to making things happen. All right, so right now we're about 20 minutes into it. We got about 10 minutes left. Again, I would love to hear a little bit more from you guys. I understand that it is Wednesday, it is that hump day, and it's usually hard to spare the time, the half an hour or whatever the amount of time. But again, I try my best. I hope that everybody is having a good, good week, no matter what it is. Hopefully you guys are not sick. Hopefully you guys are okay, and that's much more I could really put towards that. I am trying to find better ways as well on fixing my my camera, or positioning my camera. Right now I'm in my right in the corner of my my dining room area. As you can see, I have my background pictures here, but I'm always trying to find new ways to make this stream possible. Maybe next week I'll do it on my couch. I'm not too sure yet, so I'll think about it, but I really hope that you guys are enjoying these live streams. Like I said, I got about 10 minutes. I would love to hear what you guys think or how you guys feeling. As I said, unfortunately, the Arnold Classic is canceled, and like I said, most likely it's because of this coronavirus, COVID-19 virus, and it is unfortunately spreading. It's scaring a lot of people. And like I said, my best suggestion is really just wash your hands. Washing your hands is known, right now, is known as the best line of defense against this virus. There's no guarantee that you're not going to catch it, but keep your hands away from your face and wash your hands constantly. Even if it is going to dry out your hands, I'd rather dry hands than catch a virus that could potentially kill me. So, like I said, make sure you wash your hands. And unfortunately, the Arnold Classic is canceled. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people that is going to be losing out on money. There's going to be a lot of people that it's not, unfortunately, going to be able to do, do the show. Again, it's a bodybuilding show. It's an expo, and unfortunately, some people just won't be able to do it. I'm not too sure right now if they're going to reschedule it. I have no idea you know, what exactly everything is going on. Like I said, this is breaking news. Literally, something that I'm just hearing just today. It could have been happened yesterday, but I'm hearing of this just today, and I have to get this out here to make sure that everybody knows that this is going on. Like I said, the Arnold Classic is canceled. I haven't heard anything from Arnold Schwarzenegger himself, but I'm sure, him being the name of the show period will let people know exactly what's happening himself. But this is coming out of just the social media world is buzzing because of this. And again, we can obviously say this is definitely because of the corona slash COVID-19 virus. It is really getting around. It is not just in one place. It is not a conspiracy theory. It is not just some kind of man-made thing. It is something that is real. It needs to be taken seriously, and I hope everybody does. Lori, how are you doing? I'm happy to see you jump in. It could be 1 minute, it could be 5 seconds, it could be however long you decide to stay. But I'm sure you yourself is not liking that this Arnold is canceled. Yeah, I'm quite curious how they're handling it. Like I said just a while ago, this is like breaking news stuff. Unfortunately, people are really devastated. Some people that actually had booths and stuff are devastated. They're kind of reaching out on social media, letting everybody know. Unfortunately, they cannot do anything about it. And do you blame them? Again, this is a virus that is really touching, and shouldn't use touching, but it's really affecting everything from the travel industry to just live events, shows. Everything is unfortunately not liking this, and I really hope that this is not going to be I can't say forever thing, but it's not going to be something that can't be controlled at some point sooner or later. I appreciate that, Lori. I'll probably be here for another 5 to 10 minutes, depending on if more people jump in. But I really do appreciate you trying to help the live stream, because again, I'm really hoping that this could really be, back to where it used to be, and even better with more people coming in. I'm trying to add more topics and stuff like that, and hopefully it catches some traction and more people jump in. Yeah, exactly. I just like you, I am mind blown as well. But as I said, it's kind of understandable. What will be ultimately, in my opinion, the thing that really as they say, breaks the camel's back is if the Olympics, decides to cancel. And this is years and years, decades, centuries of and generations of Olympics. I think this probably would be, unless I'm not too sure on my Olympic history, this would probably be the first Olympics that could potentially be canceled because of a virus or something that's going on. So I really hope that this is something that they really can control very, very soon. And this is it's scary. It really is scary stuff, and more people need to talk about it. Real information, not just people's opinions, but real information needs to come out on this stuff, and really let people know what to avoid, what to do. My knowledge so far is really just to wash your hands. Some people, I don't understand why that wouldn't be the best idea, period. But the simple idea of just washing your hands is also the more known way of really just protecting yourself from this virus. Everybody has the hand sanitizer. Everybody's going crazy for hand sanitizer. Meanwhile, that's not really doing much at all. And the mask is, again, something that's not really doing much. Yes, it kind of does protect you because it is kind of airborne. But again, once you take off your mask, once you touch your mask, once etc., and you don't wash your hands, take a guess, you are going to get infected. So that being said, hopefully everybody just really just again practice makes, I shouldn't even say practice makes perfect, but just wash your hands. Make sure you do it as much as possible. Whether your hands dry out, I made a joke earlier, whether your hands dry out or not, I'd rather dry hands, cracked up hands, than have a virus that's going to potentially kill me. I will not die from cracked, dry hands. So hopefully, people take that into, into ideas and, remember that because, again, we need to just wash our hands. They're saying to stock up on staples, canned goods, water, and such in case we can't leave our house. Again, do you really want to be locked up in your home? And if we are coming to the point where we are locked up in our homes, we really should be scared. And I don't believe that we have come to that point yet. Yes, it's going to be hard to, go to a shopping center or, grocery store, etc., but yeah, I would love to hear that Arnold's voice, to be honest. But I really hope that we don't come to the point where we have to go and go in full protective hazmat gear to just go to the local grocery store to get our food. And if again we are at that point, then I fear for our lives entirely. I really, to be honest, I hope, it's not something that you really want to hope for. I really hope it's something that is like the flu or a cold, because again, as you know, the flu or a cold, we can just get a flu shot or, just go to a local, drugstore and get, cold medicine and fix the problem. Unfortunately, as we know so far, it is not something like that. So we are honestly really just trying to find some way to again get ahead of it. That's the thing, is that it's not something that, to what I'm hearing, it's not something that is going to kill us all, but it's just something to get ahead of. And without good information coming out, like as some president would say, fake news. We got to get some real information on this, and not just have people having their own little theories on their own little theories on, what exactly they think is going to happen. I appreciate that, Lori. But yeah, I really, really, really hope that everybody really puts more attention on this. Again, like I've said since the beginning of this live stream, I unfortunately feel for everybody that does have some kind of ties or some kind of plan with the Arnold, because again, that is something that a lot of people is unfortunately going to miss out on. And as of right now, I do not believe that they are rescheduling it or going to plan on doing anything else. And not only just the Arnold, but the Olympia, everything that goes with it is, this is just the beginning of professional things being canceled. All we need is like the sports events. Traveling is already being crippled. Everything is being the stock market is being crippled. Everything is feeling it in some way. And unfortunately, there was a time where everybody tried to put it just on China, but it ain't just a China problem anywhere. It's everywhere. Just recently, I checked the news, and I've said it earlier, is that Italy has just passed China for being the hot zone of the virus right now. It used to be Iran a couple of days ago, and so you got not just in Asia, it's everywhere. The Mediterranean, everywhere is getting it. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying, Lori. I could imagine. I was looking at what is her name? It's on the tip of my tongue, but she was just talking about. She was a little upset that she was literally had her stuff about to go on a plane and be sent over there, And then to hear that is like, okay, well, damn, you plan your year. Sometimes for some people, it's their year is planned on doing the Arnold, whether it be as a vendor or as an athlete, and it's literally done, and you don't really get to ask why. Well, you can, but like I said, you kind of get it, where exactly or why exactly things are happening the way they are. So I feel terrible for everybody that is going, that's being hurt or is impacted in this whole thing. And as I've said, I hope that it's done by the end of March, April. Even me, as I'm a wrestling fan, and next month is supposed to be WrestleMania. WrestleMania, for anybody who's a wrestling fan, it's one of it's almost like the World Series, or it's a big event, and even that has the potential of being canceled because again, nobody wants to get sick. You can't have a whole bunch of people coming around and uh, people getting sick. Well, there you go. Body Power is coming very soon too, and again, to my knowledge, the UK has maybe 11 cases. Even here in Canada, we have about 33. The numbers sound small, but for something that takes 14 days to show symptoms, that number could explode and turn into a big number real quick. So unfortunately, this is the problem with this virus, is that nothing shows for a good 14 days. Imagine what you do in one day, knowing that you don't have a virus, and then multiply that by 14. Imagine 2 weeks of walking around with a virus, maybe in your system, potentially in your system, people you talk to, friends, family members, people that you hug, whatever interaction that you have, and you potentially could kill them. That to me is something that again is super scary, and there is no real, detection a way to detect it that's known to work again until the 14th day, where you're starting to cough, sneeze. Well, I don't believe sneeze, but cough and show real. I believe it's the respiratory issue that it causes. So it's really. It's really something that really needs to be paid attention to. Unfortunately, that's why a lot of the young people and a lot of the older generation of people it's susceptible to this the most, because again, as you are developing as a young person and slowly, unfortunately, going the other way as an older person, you are less are more likely to catch this thing. So hopefully at the same time, people are more aware of this. Even me, I take the public transit, and you can tell that a lot of the older generation of people are wearing their masks. I'm glad to hear that they're doing that, but again, the mask is not enough. It's really and truly not enough. It's not really going to do much at all, because you still got to touch it. You just need to continuously wash your hands, and I'm going to keep repeating that to every person, every friend or person that even mentions this virus. Just wash your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. I'm inside my house right now, and after I finish doing this live stream, take a guess what I'm going to be doing. Washing my hands. So, that's really needs to be said and needs to be done. See, there you go. Especially when you're in a lot of public transportation, especially if your kids are do work in that industry in that area. That I don't blame you, especially Greyhound. Greyhound is usually, I believe, one of the I shouldn't say cheaper, but it usually is a lot more people travel on it. So you have obviously you're gonna have a lot bigger chances. I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but you have a lot more chances of contracting things because more people use it, more people ride on it, right? It's not like one of those high priced luxury ones where the smaller pickings, but the more people that go on something, the more it's and that's again going right back to the Arnold talk. This is the reason why people are trying to cancel a lot of these bigger events, because like I said, you have a multiple amounts of people all in one crammed up space with something that is airborne, it doesn't, really play a good picture. It doesn't make a good scene for anybody to really want to, sit in and be in for any large amount of time. So I really do hope that your sons really do remember to wash their hands. Stay like there's obvious things that we try. If personally, I know that everybody's gonna be, everybody gets sick. We're in the winter season. People are gonna be sick. But if somebody's coughing, I'm walking the hell the other way because I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to catch nothing. I'm not trying to, make that person. I'm not trying to, scare that person and say go put on a mask or get the hell out of here. But just cover that up. Try to go home. Quarantine yourself. And fix that up before you go out and start scaring people. Because again, people right now are so scared that they will target, certain races, certain backgrounds, and they will target, people that have a mask on their face. Because like I said, I take public transit. I see people with their mask on their face all the gosh darn all the time. And I'm trying to walk this way while they're going that way. Because again, you're trying to avoid it. It's not going to do anything, but, unfortunately, we are at a point where we are trying to stay the hell away from anything that's going to trigger off any coronaviruses. But see, there you go. You bet your money. Money is. What can you do? You have. Like, are we just going to use a tap and use our bank cards or whatever the case might be, our credit cards all the time? Money is one of the dirtiest things that we touch on a daily basis. People go to the washroom and touch their money. So, money is you all, just wash. I can't even speak. Just wash our hands. We need to protect ourselves because, again, it is crazy out there. And I hope that everybody pays attention to that. Anyways, I'm going to end this live stream. I don't want to keep repeating myself. I'll say it one more time. Wash your hands. Lori, I appreciate you, spending the time to watch the live stream. I appreciate you more than you know. Hopefully we can get more people on this next week. Maybe even talk some more about this coronavirus. Hopefully no more things get canceled. And I appreciate your time. Hopefully we could do this again. So like I said, what's up Wednesday? I'd love to know what's up. If you guys didn't make the live stream, make sure you write in the comment section. I'd love to know what's going on with you. So until next Wednesday, which is the 11th, I hope you guys are doing good. Stay safe, stay clean, and wash your hands.